morning, I kind of want to take you on a journey. And it's in the Old Testament, so if you want to go and turn to Genesis chapter 22. We're going to go through verses 1 through 14. Just a little background of this. I went through the book of Genesis last summer, and the Lord completely just rocked my entire world with the book of Genesis. There's a lot of meat in Genesis, and there's a lot of meat in Genesis chapter 22. And I was talking to the Lord and talking to him about what I wanted to speak on, because there's so many different ways that we could go through this. But the title of my message this morning is, are you going to be obedient to what Jesus tells you to do? So if you want to stand for God's word, you can. If you want to sit, you can. We're going to start out in verse 1. It says, "Now it came to pass after these things that God tested Abraham and said to him, Abraham. And he said, Here I am. Then he said, Take now your son, your only son, Isaac, whom you love, and go to the land of Moriah and offer him there as a burnt offering on one of the mountains of which I shall tell you. So Abraham rose early in the morning and saddled his donkey, and took 2 of his young men with him, and Isaac his son. And he split the wood for the burnt offering, and arose and went to the place of which God had told him. And on the 3rd day Abraham lifted his eyes and saw the place afar off. And Abraham said to his young men, Stay here with the donkey, the lad, and I will go yonder and worship, and we will come back to you. So Abraham took the wood of the burnt offering and laid it on Isaac his son. And he took the fire in his hand and a knife, and the 2 of them went together. But Isaac spoke to Abraham, his father, and said, My father. And he said, Here I am, my son. Then he said, Look, the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb for the burnt offering? And Abraham said, My son, God will provide for himself the lamb for the burnt offering. So the 2 of them went together. Then they came to the place of which God had told him, and Abraham built an altar there, and placed the wood in order, and he bound Isaac his son, and laid him on the altar upon the wood. And Abraham stretched out his hand, and took the knife to slay his son. But the angel of the Lord called to him from heaven, and said, Abraham, Abraham. So he said, Here I am. And he said, Do not lay your hand on the lad, or do anything to him. For now I know that you fear God, since you have not withheld your son, your only son, from me. Then Abraham lifted his eyes and looked, and there behind him was a ram, caught in a thicket by its thorns. So Abraham went and took the ram, and offered it for a burnt offering instead of his son. And Abraham called the name of the place, The Lord will provide, as it is to this day. In the mount of the Lord it shall be provided. You can see. So there's 3 things that I got out of this. There's actually a lot more, but 3 major things that I wanted to talk about this morning was, 1, Abraham was obedient. And starting in Genesis and even a few chapters back, the Lord had brought Abraham out of his home, and Abraham was on a journey with the Lord. And yes, there was many times where Abraham was super disobedient to God, but in this part, Abraham was super obedient to Jesus. And even when God told him to sacrifice your only son, in God's eyes, yes, there was Ishmael, but in God's eyes, Isaac was his only son. And the second thing, Abraham was prepared. If we're reading in the verses, it says that morning of the sacrifice, he saddled his donkeys and he cut the wood. And then the third thing is that Abraham trusted that God would provide. And my favorite part of this is down in verse 8. It says, And Abraham said, My son, God will provide for himself the lamb for a burnt offering. So the 2 of them went together. And so for me, when I used to read this story, I used to think that Isaac was like a child. Isaac was small. But realizing that Abraham was super, super old, I feel that Isaac was older. He was in his mid-age. And so the 2 of them went together, meaning the 2 of them were in agreement. They were both willing to go, and they both walked in obedience. And so if you go back, I think why Abraham was so obedient and why he trusted Jesus so much is in Genesis 15:5. It says, and this is when God is talking to Abraham. He said, then he brought him outside and said, look now toward heaven and count the stars. If you are able to number them all, he said to him, so shall your descendants be. Please look over to chapter 17, verse 19. It says, then God said, no, Sarah your wife shall bear you a son, and you shall call his name Isaac. And I will establish my covenant with him for an everlasting covenant, in which his descendants after him. Flip over to Genesis 21. Sorry, I know it's getting on a lot of places, but Genesis 21 and 12 says, but God said to Abraham, do not let it be displeasing in your sight because of the lad, or because of your bondwoman. Whatever Sarah has said to you, listen to her voice, for in Isaac your seed shall be called. So I feel like Abraham trusted Jesus so much is because Jesus has already made all of these promises to him. And I don't know about you guys, but it made me think of, like, we all go through trials and tribulations, but God has promised each and every one of us something. I don't know what that is in your life, but like for me, he told me I was going to be called into ministry. And I was like, no, God, you're crazy. Like, I'm not going to do anything in ministry. And like God told me, God promised me that. And this morning, I just want, if you're taking notes, I really want y'all to write this down. But it's trust the promiser no matter what, and the promise will be taken care of. And so I have some questions for you this morning. I just want you to think about them. One, what has God promised you? Two, what has God commanded from you? Three, are you willing to be obedient and prepared? And four, are you willing to trust God when doubts flood your mind? And so when I read this story, I just think about, like, Abraham was super obedient, and Abraham was super willing, and so was Isaac, because he was in his mid-age, so he was in agreement with his father as well. But I think about the journey, the morning they wake up for sacrifice, and he saddled his donkey, and he prepared the wood. Like, I just think about the journey up to the top of the mountain. That's what I think about. I think about how many times has God promised us, and when God commands us to do something, how many times are we obedient to do that? And how many times when we say, yes, God, like, I'll do it, and you're obedient, but then when you start climbing the mountain, life just hits you down and down. You're just overwhelmed, and you're flustered, and you're frustrated because the enemy is attacking you. And I feel that Abraham had full faith in Jesus. I feel like Abraham trusted Jesus with all he had, but then I feel like it's like one of those times where you just trust somebody in the car, but you're still a little nervous that they're going to get you to that destination, and doubts flood your mind. You're like, oh gosh, like, am I actually going to get there? Probably going to talk about but the enemy just floods your minds with all of these things, and I don't know what that looks like in each and every one of your life. I don't know if God's calling you to ministry. I don't know if God's calling you to be a worship pastor. I don't know. Whatever God's calling you to do, I just pray that you're obedient, because on the top of that mountain, when he got there, like, and Isaac was laid on the wood, was willing to lay himself on the wood and allow his father to sacrifice him, like, he said, like the angel of the Lord said, Abraham, do not lay your hand on the lad. And he turned around, and there was a ram there. And so I just want y'all to know that we must always be obedient, even when it's hard, because following Jesus is not easy. He never promised that it would be easy, but he promised us that he would be with us. And so every mountain that we're going to climb, every valley that we're going to go through, you just have to trust that Jesus is with you, because Jesus has already promised to be with you. That's one promise that he's already given us. I mean, he sent his son to die for us so that we may one day be with him. And I don't know, I just feel like there's somebody in here today that is obedient, is being obedient to God, but is just struggling to get on top of that mountain. Because so many times in life we're obedient to Jesus, and then when the first bad thing happens to us, we're like, okay, well, why? We start questioning, why do I have to do this? Or why must I do this? And it's because there's something on the top of that mountain. And I don't know what your preparation looks like this morning, but for Abraham, his preparation was saddle his donkey and being obedient, saddle his donkey and cut his wood. And so I don't know what that looks like in your life. I don't know if that's praying. I don't know if that's gathering in a community together and praying together. I don't know if that's fasting. I don't know what that looks like this morning. But I just truly encourage y'all to really seek after God. Because in this passage of scripture, it goes and it says that they go and worship. And I feel like that was where they truly just laid down every worry, they laid down every problem that they had, and they just gave it to God. And even when they got to the top of the mountain, yes, I think this was a test of Abraham's faith and to reveal Abraham's faith. But for me, I also think God truly wanted Abraham's everything. God wanted Abraham to surrender with everything that he had. And this morning, I don't know what it is for y'all. I didn't want to be super long. I was trying to rush through this because I know some of y'all want some food. But what I want y'all to do now is, I just want you to close your eyes. I want everybody to bow your head and close your eyes. And I want you to look around at nobody. But this is just something that I feel led to do. Something that I've done at School House. I'm just going to pray over y'all, but I'm going to ask if there's anybody in this room that is just struggling right now to get to the top of that mountain, just raise your hand real fast and you can put it down. Amen. Okay, I'm going to pray for y'all, so you just keep your heads bowed and your eyes closed real fast. Hey Lord, Father, I just thank you so much for the opportunity, Jesus, that you allowed me to speak your word. And Lord, I thank you for speaking through me this morning. Father, Lord, I just pray over each one, Father, that has had their hand up, put their hand up this morning, Lord. I just pray, Lord, that you would just meet them exactly where they're at. Jesus, Lord, I know, Father, that they may be struggling or doubts may flood their mind, but Father, I just pray that they know, Jesus, that you're the promiser, God, you're the Messiah, you're the Father, and that you're always with us, and whatever you've promised us, God, you don't break your promises, God. The world will come against us with everything that they have, but Father, you, Jesus, you hold on to us, God, and you don't break your promises, and so we're thankful for that. Lord, I just pray, Lord, that you would just grant them strength. I pray that if they're in the midst of troubling times, Jesus, that you would just show them comfort. Lord, I just pray that whatever they're going through this morning, Father, that you would just hold on to them, Father. And I pray that we would know, Jesus, that when we read your word, that we become closer to you and we grow closer to you as one. And Jesus, I just pray right now that you would just unite them, Father. And Lord, that you would just give them the strength to stand up, Father, and just to climb this mountain, to go on this journey that you have for us, Jesus. Father, we know when we get to the mountaintop, Lord, that you are going to just pour out your love, you're going to pour out everything that you have for us, you're going to give us every blessing. And Jesus, I just pray, Lord, that we would just have our eyes fixed on only you. I pray that we would have one goal, Father, and that is to be obedient and to be willing to do whatever you have us do, just like Abraham was in Scripture, Father. Lord, you're so good. And Jesus, I just pray, Lord, that you would just continue to be with us throughout this day.